Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Made hard or flexible or resilient especially by heat treatment. Given medical care or treatment. A treated cold is usually gone in 14 days, if left untreated it lasts 2 weeks. Subjected to a physical, or chemical, treatment or action or agent. The sludge of treated sewage can be used as fertilizer. Converted to solid form, as concrete. Made hard or flexible or resilient especially by heat treatment. Used of persons, emotionally hardened. Faced a case-hardened judge. Made tough by habitual exposure. Hardened fisherman. Protected against attack, especially by nuclear weapons. Hardened missile silos. Made hard or flexible or resilient especially by heat treatment. A sword of tempered steel. Adjusted or attuned by adding a counterbalancing element. Criticism tempered with kindly sympathy. Physically toughened. Made hard or flexible or resilient especially by heat treatment. Capable of being hardened by some additive or other agent. Able to be cured or healed. Curable diseases. Dried out by heat or excessive exposure to sunlight. Sunbaked salt flats. Baked or hardened by exposure to sunlight, not burned. Sunbaked adobe bricks. Form the boundary of, be contiguous to. Bound by contract. A light, self-propelled movement upwards or forwards. Spring back. Spring away from an impact. Covered or wrapped with a bandage. An injury bound in fresh gauze. The greatest possible degree of something. What he did was beyond the bounds of acceptable behavior. Usually followed by to, governed by fate. Bound to happen. Headed or intending to head in a certain direction, often used as a combining form as in college-bound students. Children bound for school. Place limits on, extent or amount or access. Move forward by leaps and bounds. The horse bounded across the meadow. A line determining the limits of an area. The line or plane indicating the limit or extent of something. Bound by an oath. A bound official. Confined by bonds. Bound and gagged hostages. Confined in the bowels. He is bound in the belly. Held with another element, substance or material in chemical or physical union. Secured with a cover or binding, often used as a combining form. Bound volumes. Treated with some kind of application. A mustache dosed with bare grease. Of lumber or stone, to trim and smooth. Dressed or clothed especially in fine attire, often used in combination. Neatly dressed workers. Dressed in fancy or formal clothing. Treated with medications and protective covering. Covered or wrapped with a bandage. The bandaged wound on the back of his head. Under the influence of narcotics. Knocked out by doped wine. Treated or impregnated with a foreign substance. Supplied with carbon dioxide. Of a liquid, treated by having air passed or bubbled through it for purification. Ruined by overcooking. Destroyed or badly damaged by fire. A row of burned houses. Treated by heating to a high temperature but below the melting or fusing point. Ruined by overcooking. She served us underdone bacon and burnt biscuits. Destroyed or badly damaged by fire. A charred bit of burnt wood. Treated by heating to a high temperature but below the melting or fusing point. Burnt sienna. Of e.g. a molecule, made reactive or more reactive. Military, set up and placed on active assignment. A newly activated unit. Of sewage, treated with aeration and bacteria to aid decomposition. Rendered active, e.g. rendered radioactive or luminescent or photosensitive or conductive. Of wood, darkened or colored by exposure to ammonia fumes. Fumed oak. Treated so as to become resistant. Rust-proofed automobiles. Freed from impurities by processing. Prepared or converted from a natural state by subjecting to a special process. Processed ores. Subjected to a special process or treatment. Processed cheeses are easy to spread.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.